Hi, my name is Kerry. I'm from Australia, and the reason I am doing this video is to tell you about my experience with a four corner fusion and golf after that. I went on YouTube and the internet and tried to find people's different experience with golf after having a four corner wrist fusion, and I couldn't see anything at all about it. So I decided that I'd make a video, and as you can see, it's my first one I've done. I'm not a real video person, but I struggled with the fact that no one else gave their experience about it, and I thought it might be good for others. So I'll just give a bit of a history about me. I've had surgery 2 weeks ago. It's what's called a four corner wrist fusion on my right hand, my right wrist. It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow since my surgery. So I had surgery on the 7th of March 2025, and it's now Thursday the 20th of March 2025. I had no wrist pain for a long time, and then I started getting it intermittently over the last few years, and it got to a point last year where it got quite painful and it was inhibiting my golf. I'm a golfer. My current handicap, GA Golf Australia handicap, is 8.1. The lowest I ever got to was 4.1. That was 6 or 7 years ago before I had a child. And then that sort of interrupted my golf. But I love my golf, and I just wondered how a wrist fusion would affect my golf. Anyway, just to go back, I stopped playing golf last year in about September. I went to Brazil for 6 or 7 weeks because of wrist pain. And I thought if I give myself a bit of a break from golf, it should hopefully go away. So I went away, and when I was in Brazil, I did exercise at the gym. I've got a background in fitness. I've been a fitness trainer for 20 years. And when I was doing my exercise at the gym, it would really hurt, especially push-ups. When I was doing push-ups, so when my wrist was in that extended position, going backwards, it would really hurt. So if I was pressing above the head or push-up position, or if I happened to do a bench press or dumbbell press, anything that flexed my hand, extended my hand into this position, would cause pain afterwards, cause during a pain. It was a real dull pain. So I come back from Brazil, picked up a golf club, hit a ball, and whack straight away, pain, real bad pain. So it hadn't gone away at all. So the rest did it no good. So I went to see a sports medicine GP who's great here in Sydney, and he suggested that I go and see a occupational therapist, and I did see that, and I got a wrist brace was given to me for the pain. It helped, but not great. Then I saw another sports doctor. I go back. I was referred to a hand surgeon. And the hand surgeon, I got x-rays before I went there, and hand surgeon said I have what's called a slack wrist. So the ligament in my wrist had snapped many years ago, and I didn't realise. I just thought at the time that it was I just thought at the time that I hurt my wrist. I'm trying to think what happened, but nothing really bad happened. I got into a fight when I was in school, and my wrist did hurt a lot after that for a while, but that's the only thing I could think of. Anyway, I've played a lot of sports and done a lot of sports, martial arts and golf, and it never affected it until in the last couple of years. Another thing that used to really affect me was I would sleep. I'd go to sleep and I'd get this real dull pain at the back of my right hand. It was a strange pain that would start at the wrist and run right at the back of my hand. It was like a dull ache. And I just thought it was me putting my head lying on my hand. Just well, everyone else gets that, so just, live with it. But it just got worse and worse. Had an x-ray, went to a surgeon. He said, looking at the x-ray, and the results from the x-ray, it's not great. This is what's happened to you. Your bones are grinding together. That's the snapping of the ligament, which happened many years ago, has caused instability, and the bones are all moving around and grinding against each other. So he suggested we try all these different pain management procedures first before we go down the route of surgery, which means cortisones, non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, rest, icing. And I did all that. And cortisone, I had 3 cortisones in the right wrist over a 2 or 3 month period. And yeah, it was good for a week or 2, but then no. And it just got worse and worse. I thought, this is just a waste of time. I'm 54. I want to get it sorted. I had a big toe fusion a year ago. And at the time it wasn't great, but it was the best. It's 12 months on from that. I look back and I think it's the best thing I've done. I've got no pain in the big toe. It's called a halidus rigidus. Leighton Hewitt, the tennis player, had one. And it was at the time when I did it, when I was doing it, during it, I thought, is this worth it? The pain, the inconvenience. I had to stay. The surgeon told me, I need 6 weeks of your life to stay off it. Stayed off it for 6 weeks. Pain in the butt. But after I took the cast off and started moving around again, yeah, it's still swollen, but the swelling went away over time. And 12 months down the track, I look back and think, it was the best thing I've done. I have 0 pain. It inhibits my life 0. So that sort of made me think, well, it would be a good thing for my hand to have the same thing. I don't want to live with the pain. Washing up, peeling, exercise, all these things would create pain in my wrist and at the back of the hand, and it would linger. And it just is getting worse and worse. I thought, well, I just need to bite the bullet and get this surgery done. So I went back to see the hand surgeon. He gave me 1 cortisone the first time. Between seeing him the second time, the first and second time, I went and saw a sports medicine doctor. He gave me 2 more cortisones. As I said, good for a week or 2, then back to square one. I explained to him the situation. He said, right, well then it's surgery. Surgery is what you need if you want a long-term solution. You tell me when you're ready, and surgery it will be. And he told me it was going to be a slack procedure. I didn't know a whole lot about it. I looked at it. It's only after surgery that I was told it was a 4-corner wrist fusion. And I didn't realise how major it was. I was a bit naive to it. Anyway, saying that, I don't regret doing it. It's now nearly 2 weeks tomorrow. The pain after the surgery, I was in hospital for 2 nights. I went in on a Friday. I had the surgery. It's an hour surgery. The pain in the hospital, I was in there for 2 nights, was strong. I come home, the pain subsided. Got to the point 1 week after the surgery that the pain was very good. I stopped. I'd been given endone to take when I needed it, and I was taking Panadol Osteo. I stopped taking the Panadol Osteo a week and the endone after 4 or 5 days, and Panadol Osteo about the same time. I went in to see the surgeon a week after the surgery, and I also had an appointment with a physiotherapist, a hands and wrist specialist. They cut the cast off on the Friday, 1 week after surgery, which I was told would happen. 4 or 5 hours after that, the pain came back, and it came back with a vengeance. And for 2 or 3 days, the pain was agonising. It was terrible, terrible pain. in the hand. My hand was shaking. It was not a good experience for that 2 or 3 days. Then I felt like I turned a corner 3 days after the cast come off, which was the Monday. I have been given exercises to do, homework by the physiotherapist. Surgeon checked the wounds, he took the cast off. I have a brace that I wear now, which is this. I did have a sock over my hand first before they put this on, but it was extremely irritating to my hand, like an allergic reaction, so I took it off. I rang them and they said you don't really need it. It's only more for the comfort, but it was giving me zero comfort and stopped me sleeping. So this is what it looks like when I put it on. It is comfortable. It's not grum, you don't really want to wear it, and it's more for protection of the surgery. So in case, I hit my hand or fell over, I've been told I can now take it off when I'm resting. But I've been given hand exercises to do, touching my fingers, making a fist, stop sign, twisting. The hardest one I find to do is to take the cast off and get mobility through the wrist. So I've been told that my wrist extension and flexion is going to change, and it is painful, but it is coming back. I won't have full range of movement, but as long as I can live without pain. Been told no golf for 3 months. That was my original prognosis. So I hope to get there sooner than that. I'm doing everything I'm told to do as far as physio goes. It takes us 10 minutes 3 times a day. It's going to up to 5 times a day for 10 minutes, so 50 minutes. I've been given some cream to bring down the inflammation. My hand's still quite inflamed, so I'm giving it a massage as of yesterday. So yeah, I'm just resting up. I know with the previous surgery on my foot, I just want to give it the best chance to get a good recovery, and I just want to live life pain-free. If that means, I was given, what I can and can't do after surgery, and I just want to be able to play golf pain-free. Before the surgery, I was playing in a wrist brace. I'd take 2 Panadol Osteo before I played, and I was using ketoprofen, I was using Voltaren, I was using any cream, deep heat, these things just to get through a round. And the wrist brace I had on was extremely restrictive. I got used to it in the end, but it's not what you want to play with. So it's more, I'm looking at my thought process is short-term pain for long-term gain. And if it means that for the next 6 weeks or 3 months, whatever it is that I'm going through this procedure, the recovery procedure, so I can live a pain-free life afterwards, that's a win. As I said, my experience might be toast. The best thing I've done. It wasn't pleasant at the time, but that's life. I don't regret it. I can't recommend that enough. That made me go this route with my hand, and let's see how it goes. I'll keep you updated. I'll make a couple more videos, maybe in the next few months, and then when I start playing golf again, I'll let you know how it goes and how inhibitive it is. But once again, it's just to let you know how golf is after surgery, before and after, and is it worth it? I'll let you know. All right, I hope this helps a little bit with your journey. Thank you very much.